Because this a youth for younger days, we always just build culture song and we build, now we build ranchy song as well, you would say, you know what I mean? So, you don't know, JaFrass, when I hear the Ja part of my career, that's definitely the culture part of my career. When I hear the Frost part, I definitely the Frost this. I know it go down.
Yeah.
Now, you briefly just mentioned the connection with Not Nice, but what is it like working with Not Nice? And what would you highlight for us, something that you have learned from just being around him?
Not Nice are the baddest producer that me learn. And not only that, Not Nice is a musical genius. You don't know.
He is.
Not Nice can take a young artist from 0 to 10 in a second once you're good to listen, once you're willing to listen. Although him always say JaFrass stubborn, but I joke him, I know JaFrass never listen, you know. But Not Nice is a musical genius. I swear. You have to big up Not Nice, yeah.
You did some, while being signed or working with Not Nice, we understand that you did some work with Popcorn in terms of a collaboration and so on. How did that come about? Is it that because you were working with Not Nice, or there was a synergy between you and Popcorn? How did the collaboration?
Yeah, man. Popcorn I'm bridging from long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Popcorn I used to forward on the west side, and as I said before, Father Buki is a former member of the Portmore Empire. So Father Buki introduced me to Popcorn, just as seeing him introduced me to Not Nice, and also a family thing.
We also understand that your EP, your debut EP, Faith. Talk to us about the deeper meaning behind the naming of your EP. When I see Faith, automatically I think that there is a story behind the naming of this track.
All right, say
or
really
EP,
and truly, before the EP even exists, a man in my wake up cause you don't know more while I wake up in the early morning, then I then all about the little sleep there, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I all about the little sleep there, it's like me have a small vision and I say, we are gonna be like a EP named Faith. You know, so the moment I something I always have on my brain, and then the moment Not Nice explain to me say you have time for your EP, you know, cause I don't know. We have to give the fans a compilation or something. I right away me I tell Not Nice, all right, you know, a Faith, because I just a vision from Jah, so I believe, you know.
JaFrass, tell us a little bit about your musical mentors. We understand Jimmy Cliff is one, Vybz Kartel is one. Two very different artists in terms of their musical presentation. Why are these two so important in your musical career?
Because, as I said before, JaFrass, Ja part, it represent the culture part. So Jimmy. That's the type of music where Jimmy Cliff do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the Frost part represent the Frosties, and that's the type of music where Vybz Kartel do. So,
but Kartel do some conscious tune too.
Yeah. So you don't know, he's a mixed artist. So I see him with JaFrass, you know? Yeah. He just mix the creativity and make it work. I don't know if fans them need all type of music. You see me?
How soon can we get this EP, and how would you describe it?
Faith EP, everybody's EP.
Best answer that. Best answer.
and the EP will be out in a few days, August 20. You see me? So people can pre-order it right now. It's up for pre-order. You understand me? Faith EP, Not Nice Records, August 20. Few days from now, this Friday coming, is a bomb.
All right, JaFrass, can you tell us the platforms that the EP will be available on? All digital platforms? Is there a way you can
all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, all the banger phone them. Every platform.
Do you think JaFrass, like, you know, teaming up with somebody like Not Nice, who has worked with Vybz Kartel, Popcorn, and a lot of dancehall heavyweights, do you find that it is somewhat easier for you to tap into the entertainment industry having a Not Nice supporting you wholeheartedly?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, it's easier, but you don't know the work still have to put in, because just being around Not Nice, and then Not Nice give me the platform. Me have to put in the work same way, because if me does think me I gotta just there on Not Nice and just chill and say, alright, Not Nice, me a part of everything, but they don't know when I'm gonna work. So you don't know the platform, you get the platform, some just put in the work and do the right thing, you know what I mean?
All right. And a simple question for you. We're going to look at a trajectory now, meaning a futuristic look, JaFrass. Where do you see yourself? What do you want to, is there a particular goal that you'd like to achieve for yourself in this business? Because, you know, this is a rough business. What are you doing? Where do you see yourself a couple of years from now? What do you see yourself doing?
I don't know. We always just see ourselves. I do the music for the people, man. To the top in general.
Gotta be a plan. There must be something that you want to achieve. Fully, like there's a goal. Grammy, merch, something.
Well, I don't know all that. Well, all of that in play. No?
Yeah?
I don't know. It's a dream for well, I don't know all of that in play. I don't know. It's a dream for ever get a youth. Definitely, I would like to win a Grammy or maybe fuse. You understand me?
See.
A few things, but you don't know for right now. We just really are focused on the music and just put the music out there and work with God. And anywhere God bring you in the music, that's how we are gonna give thanks. You know what I mean?
Great.
Have you ever created anything and, you know, not nice, say, boy, JaFrass, you have to go back to the drawing board. I'm not feeling this one. I'm not feeling the energy. And how do you deal with, you know, that kind of correction?
Well, that happens every day. I don't know, not nice is a producer way. I'm not going to voice anything, no matter who the artist be. Any artist or not nice can tell him that, you know what I mean? So, is a youth when him know what he want to hear. So for him say, yo, I know that means that you will never get frustrated. For him say, I know that ready again, next song. And if him say, I know that next song again, I will never stop till him say, okay, that is it. You know what I mean?
All right, JaFrass, COVID, big thing that has knocked entertainment off its feet, right? How have you been managing in terms of, you know, you're an artist, you've been doing this for a minute, 5 years or so, but, you know, we want to find out how because this is a question we ask everyone, how have you been able to manage, cope, you know, with no shows, no tours or anything? How have you been managing?
Well, before COVID-19, you know, honestly, JaFrass is a safe person. You always, when we are putting in work, we always make sure we put something aside, because for little mama tell you about rainy day. You understand what I mean? I don't know. We are using some type of music where we don't know more while some dub plate forwarding. And I like before, we don't know, say, one portion of dub plate. But whatever forwarding, we just make it work and dice it down the right way, because you see what I go on. So, you know, as we say, mama said, prepare for rainy day. So we've been prepared, in general. Listen me.
It's not even a rainy day, it's a rainy year and a half.
And even with Bones mentioning COVID, your EP coming out on Friday, how do you intend to, you know, further promote it and get it out there? Because one of the quickest and easiest ways to go into the parties, go into the dances and that kind of thing and get your music out there. So with COVID, what's your strategic plan in terms of ensuring that your debut EP, Faith, is in everybody's ears?
Well, you don't know. Social media, honestly, straightforward. Social media. I don't know. Social media is a broad platform, and right now, the youngest, the oldest step on social media. So we just have to attack the social media right now with a Facebook, Instagram. People hear it every day. You know what I mean? Attack the radio station. Them just the same Area FM. When I know, I got drop the thing there. You understand me? So,
well, I'm speaking on behalf of Ira. We really don't want to be attacked. What we would love is for you to send the music to us, and we'd have. We'd be only too proud to rotate it. But attacking us may not be beneficial for you at all.
No,
in many
it's not
ways.
in a bad way.
Because I'm very scared of attack. I'm a nervous fellow, you know. I don't like being attacked on the station.
Can we hear Faith? Can we hear Faith? JaFrass, why don't you introduce Faith?
Big up yourself. Do it the right. Do it the JaFrass way. Give it a real intro for Faith.
Yeah, your vibe and
your vibe and style.
My vibe. All right then. Faith move mountains, make doors open. Who did close them? Show them that you're chosen.
All right, hold on, JaFrass, hold on. Breaks. Where we going to JaFrass? We'll ask you. We know why you sing the song. We want you to introduce it so that we will play it here.
Introduction.
You see, if you were in studio.
Oh, you want me to introduce it?
Yeah, because if you were in studio now, that would have worked. But you see, on the Zoom and the Zoom kind of, you know. So we want you to introduce it in your style, and we'll play it here.
Okay, well, track one from the EP. That is the Faith EP. Faith, feature Nardia, Mothersville. Big bad song. Is it playing on RFM right now? Listen to
Right.
this. No.
Sometimes all you need is a little faith. Little bit of faith to make a great. Faith move mountains, make doors open. Who did close them? Show them that you're chosen. Girl, love faith if you make you feel lonely. Soon come home, girl, me on for the money. Friends switch for me, the girl could pour me. Still keep calmly, and my life gets stormy. Beg Jah for move enemies from around me. Keep my faith with by my glory.
Faith triumphs everything. Believe in the strength it brings. Faith brings you peace. It's yours once you believe.
Me believe in a faith. Without faith, me couldn't wait when the kitchen did full of empty plate. Like the sea with the wave, ups and downs, I know the fears. And I true me know the God me praise. Man used to hungry for days. Enough time me stumble my grace, but me never have my faith replaced. Me no give ego no space, so me left the evil amaze. I me never ever lose my faith. Faith move mountains, make doors open. Who the close them, show them that you're chosen. Girl, love faith if you make you feel lonely. Soon come home, girl, me on for the money. Friends switch for me, the girl could pour me. Still keep calmly, and my life gets stormy. Beg Jah for move enemies from around me. Keep my faith with by my glory.
Faith triumphs everything. Believe in the strength it brings. Faith brings you peace. It's yours once you believe.
Me never lose my patience, and me don't know, say that I faith. Me never stop, just God, and me sure know, say that I faith. Me never made them draw me out, and me don't know, say that I faith. Enough time me pray the bad and do the good, and me sure know, say that I faith. Move mountains, make doors open. Who they close them, show them that you're chosen. Girl, love faith if you make you feel lonely. Soon come home, girl, me on for the money,
Wicked.
Yeah,
JaFrass.
JaFrass.
Wicked. And wicked.
Wicked.
Wicked in a good way.
Respect me, Jenna.
Yeah,
Respect
I'm not
me.
Yeah,
attacking, you know.
man. I
Yeah,
think
you know,
both you and Nordia Mothersill, you were able to convey the emotions in the track, and there were a lot of flames on our Facebook Live right now as we play the track. So yeah, big up for persons who listen though, and they're thinking that, boy, I want to, book JaFrass for something. Do you have a management team? Are you signed? How do we get in touch with JaFrass?
Yeah, man. For you don't know at JaFrass Music at Not Nice Records.
Nice.
Don't know on any social media platform. So don't know in a hard man. At JaFrass Music, that's JaFrass JaFrass. One word,
All on the same platforms: Instagram, Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter.
Facebook,
All
Twitter,
right. Good.
everything.
One of the
All right.
nicest things at JaFrass is this is something that you love and there's a passion for it. A son of the soil of the second city of Montego Bay, and you have stuck with it. You have now gotten to a point where you're putting out a beautiful EP, a body of work, and we're only too proud. We're looking forward to seeing a lot more and keep raising the reggae flag high,
Respect.
wide, all across the world. We're looking forward to seeing JaFrass' name all over, billboard style.
Yeah, man.
Respect
All the
me.
best, JaFrass. Big up.
Blessed
Yeah,
love every
man.
time, yeah?
Yeah, man. Blessed luck, man. Big up.
We
I
wish
want
you all the best.
IRT. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Blessed love, JaFrass, every time. Music artist this week, JaFrass. And of course, he got big things coming. But boy, I tell you, I ready to
How
party.
you feeling?
I feel the soca in my bones, good boy. I tell you, come on.
Well,
You ever
boy,
go
I
to
feel- I
carnival, boy? You go carnival, boy? Yeah, come on, no, carnival. Say, carnival? No, it's not a corner around the corner. It's
Carnival.
Kana. Carnival. All right.
You want to get on bad.
Boy, I will mash up the place. I tell you,
Of
soca
course,
in
we're
my
going to be
bones.
talking with Alison Hinds,
Yeah.
Queen of Soca.
Yeah.
And, that's one of the things that I really appreciate about our platform. Like once it's Caribbean, once it has that Caribbean undertone, we'll bring it on this very space. It doesn't have to be no specific
Right.
genre.
It's a
you know?
Caribbean
So-
thing. Yeah, Caribbean thing.
Right. So that is how we do it. So
Allison!
we want to say a special welcome, Soca Queen, Alison Hinds. Thank you
Sorry
so
if I
much.
get Allison. If I sound a little excited, I apologize for that. I apologize for that. But girl, I'm a fan. I'm not even a fan. I'm an air condition. How you doing, Allison? It's good to see you. How you doing?
I am good. I am very, very good.
Allison.
Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you taking
making
time
time.
out to have a talk with us tonight. Now, let's start with, COVID. It has dimmed the lights on entertainment events, worldwide, right across the Caribbean, of course.
Yeah.
Changing the way we do things. How would you say it has impacted, your career and you as an artist in terms of, what you do daily?
Especially in terms of performances, last year into this year, it has been virtual performances.
Right.
So, it's really weird to perform in front of
A TV.
a camera
Yeah.
or a laptop or, a TV screen kind of thing, because there's no live audience. There's no feel. So you kind of have to create your own vibe and your own hype. And it's the experienced artist that can really, you have
Bring
to
it off.
you have to kind of go into your imagination and into your memory of past performances and so on, and you have to imagine that audience in front of you, and then you also have to imagine, what is this audience going to be doing? Like, how are they? You have to think about, okay, what should I tell the audience to do? What would I have done on a truck? What would I have done in a performance where there's a live audience in front of you? So it's a different way of performing, but it was something that has been necessary in order for us to be able to even do partially what we love to do.
Now, you have managed to remain consistent throughout your career, providing a steady catalog of fan favorites and memorable performances. How challenging is it for you to remain relevant? Because you've been around, but let me tell you something. Nothing named stale coming out of your vocabulary, girl.
No.
You're ever fresh. How you do it? Is there a formula? Tell me.
What can I? Really and truly, it's about the team.
Yeah.
It's not just me. It's about my team.
Right.
Perception management, who are awesome guys who really, they don't just sit back and wait. They're actively looking. They're looking for opportunities. They're looking for, they're always we're always brainstorming and creating ideas and looking for different ways for me to do what I do. On my side of things, especially since the pandemic, I've been looking at other ways that I can expand my brand my brand into beauty, into clothing, into all of these different things. So it's definitely it's a group effort, and everybody has their part to play. And so, there's my glam squad, there's social media, there's management, and, true management is supposed to do, is supposed to manage your career.
Right.
They're not just a booking agent is something completely different. That's just somebody that's just booking gigs for you.
Right.
But true management is into artist development, and they're looking at the ways that they can develop and expand the brand. And that's exactly what perception management does for me. And we have great rapport. Any ideas that I have, I'm able to put to them, and vice versa. And there's transparency, and that is super important when it comes to, you know, having a management team, because you have to be able to, you gonna know what's going on. You absolutely have to know what's going on.
And as you mentioned, go ahead, sorry.
And so through that is how I have been able to remain relevant, you know, looking at the trends, looking at where things are, looking so even sonically in terms of the music and where the music is. All of that is super important, that where we are, where the music is trending, but I am still who I am. I am still Allison, and I'm still able to give, you know, to be able to be who I am.
And interestingly, you mentioned that and also brand expansion, because you're also an activist, and we see where you use your celebrity to raise HIV awareness, whether it is women's rights or HIV/AIDS awareness, and the Diabetes Foundation. Do you have any corporate or global entity supporting your activism?
I actually, at one point, I was a part of BPW, which is the Business and Professional Women's Association. And this is a group of women who are accomplished, and they come together and they look at women's issues. And I was a BPW ambassador for a while. And I was actually the first ambassador that they've had from the Caribbean. So they've had ambassadors from all other parts of the world and never had one from the Caribbean. So I was the first. And I took that opportunity to be able to further my passion of female empowerment, because that's what BPW does. You know, they empower women and children, and look at the issues that face women as a whole, you know, across the globe. And I was very thankful to be a part, and I know that I can reach out to any BPW chapter anywhere in the world, and get their assistance and get their help. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity and for that group.
And I'm sure they're thankful for you also being their ambassador. You know, so Allison, I think you and I can hang out. You know, everything me say, you laugh after me. You know, I mean, you know, me I watch you, hear me out. You know, say me Allison can park. Allison, my corniest joke. If I was doing a show right now, me want you in the front seat, because you let us laugh after me. Let me ask you a question though, Allison. In terms of, you're no stranger to performing here in Jamaica, right? Do you have any standout moments here? Can you remember a time when you performed here and you say, you know, so that time when I was in Jamaica, boy, something happened or something. Do you have a moment like that that you can remember offhand?
There's many times like that in Jamaica, to be very honest, just because, you know, the air and the vibe and the energy, you know, that comes. The last time I was there for Jamaica Carnival, there were quite a few times when I was on stage, and, you know, the audience was just crazy. But this particular one happened when I was still in Square One. And this was in the early years of Carnival, when Byron Lee was alive. May he rest in peace. And we were performing at Chaka Cove. And I used to look forward. We used to look forward.
I was probably there.
Yes.
I'm sure you were.
I probably was there, because Chaka Cove never missed me.
Listen, Chaka Cove was the show, you know.
Oh, you're frightened. You're going to say something else.
That was the show.
Okay.
And we used to look forward to that. I remember one year, we were performing, we're doing our thing, we're on stage, and Blood decided, that he was gonna tell the audience to throw their bottles in the air. And so he was like, all right, we can count it off. 1, 2. People started to throw their bottles in the air, but we couldn't get them to stop. Like people would just like throw in bottles, and it was
What?
crazy. And all we could see was a sea of water bottles and stuff going up in the air. Luckily, these were plastic
Thank
bottles.
God. Yes.
And who was it? It was Babsy.
Mm-hmm.
It was Miss Granger. She
Yes.
came out on the stage and stopped us from performing. And she was like, okay, people, y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to stop throwing
Throwing the
these
bottles.
because from the time he said that, it didn't stop. It did not stop. People was just pelting bottles in the sky, and I was like, oh crap, we can get pelted out to Jamaica now for this.
What?
And she came up and calmed the crowd. She was like, no, we can't be having this. Y'all need to stop.
Right.
So really and truly, we were smiling because we were like, yeah, we started this.
Yeah, and mash up the place.
And that is why when I hear you talk about your virtual performance, I have seen you
relate, yeah.
multiple times live, and you are a ball of energy. Wave your flag, wave your rag. And how are you even able to replicate that to a virtual audience? Like,
Yes,
I
hard.
know you kind of alluded to it before, but how are you able to do that when that kind of interaction is so
Yeah, so energy
cemented
driven.
in your set?
And plus, when I watch you, I'm not there to watch you wave no flag.
It is, as I said, it's a matter of kind of, you have to build your own vibe.
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
when I do the virtual performances, a lot of times my musical director is working with me. And
Right,
he
right.
works with Ableton, which is a program that it allows you to feel as though you're performing with a band without actually having the
right.
physical band in the place. And so because of that, and then he brings a monitor, and he monitor, up to all. And that way I can feel the music, I can feel the energy, and I can then push that out to the audience that's watching me remotely.
Right.
Because that's the only way that you can really,
Replicate, yeah.
and
to
give
replicate
the
that vibe, yeah.
audience what they're used to seeing, the kind of performance that they're used to getting, because it can be challenging, to be very honest. It can be challenging.
Talk to us a little bit about some of the people that you have worked with. It's kind of a big deal you're on here because we've never had you on here. This is the
We've
first
never
time.
had you on.
So
no.
Alison, tell us some of the people who you've worked with, and are there other people out there that you would like to work with in terms of music?
Yes, I have worked with Shaggy, who's so much fun to work with.
Yes, comedian.
I've worked with Richie Spice,
Nice.
Vegas, Jack Cure actually. That year he was in Trinidad for Carnival with me that year.
Right.
So he took stage and so on. And then I've also worked, of course, with a lot of soca artists. I've worked with Marshall, I've worked with Bun G, I've worked with who else have I worked with? Lil Rick, Peter Ram, so many artists that I have had the opportunity to work with. Taurus Riley is one of the artists that I really, really, really want to work with.
All right.
I love me some singy. I really do. Actually, Busy Signal is one of the people that I want to work with.
Mad, yeah.
I can see that.
I see a Busy Signal in you.
Alison Hinds, Busy Signal, and Taurus Riley. I feel it.
I think the Buzz should produce that track. We should produce that. Yeah, I think we need to produce that track. I
like Busy Signal's vibe. Like the atty. I like that.
No, it's not atty. No, it's atted.
I'm sorry.
See if I say atted. No, not atted. No, see, you're trendy girl. I don't know what we gonna do it here. All right, so
it's a pigeon. I'm a pigeon.
I'm sorry. You gotta say atted.
What was that?
Atted. So it's hothead. But you gotta say
right.
You gotta say
like your head. Yeah.
So it's atted.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
there you go. I got it. I got it.
No, Allison, you have a string of events coming up that will see you performing in Florida next month into October. Best of the Best is one of those shows coming up as well. We understand the worldwide concern, you know, regarding COVID. Are there any strategic plans you have in place to basically, you know, secure yourself, or any guidelines that you're requiring or requesting from organizers as you look forward to these live performances?
Yeah, we will be putting things into place for sure, because it's about not only protecting myself, but protecting my team. And making sure that we're not unnecessarily exposed, that we're not putting ourselves, not being put in situations where we could be exposed. It's all about safety. So I will definitely, regardless of what other people doing, I will be masking, I'll be sanitizing. We have to see how it goes in terms of whether I am going to do any picture taking or anything like that, because you know, I have to be, because at the end of the day I still have to come back home to my family, so I have to make sure that I put everything in place and do everything possible to be as safe as possible. I'm fully vaccinated, and I want to be able to give of my all, to be able to perform for my fans, but I also want to be able to do it safely.
That's very important. What are you working on now in terms of the latest projects that you're putting out?
Well, I have a song that I'm getting ready to release called Go Gal. I'm releasing it with VP Records.
Nice.
It's coming out officially. Official release is on Friday. So this Friday, the official release of Go Gal will be happening. And we have a video. The video is already shot and done and in the can. That is going to be out on Saturday. So actually what I'm going to do is, leading up to the release of the video, I'm actually going to be live on my IG from 11:30 up to, because the video is going to be released at midday on Saturday. So I'm going to be on my live from 11:30 right through till 12 when the video is dropped, and just, you know, to engage the fans and, you know, build up that excitement and so on. So I'm very excited about this project.
I'm excited too. I'm a fan. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to. I'm ready.
Song, I ain't gonna lie, the song is fire. The song is fire. It is real fire.
Do you want us to tease the song? DJ Lollipop, give me a signal. Do we have Go Gal?
He does.
Hey.
I can play this song. Well, Caribbean Love. What are you talking about?
Baby, let me come true, let me hit you up so I can put it on you. 4, 5 is the number of times, let me get you some more, tell me can you survive? That's right, I gon' give you some feels, baby, don't back out, please, set the thing on fire. No lie, cause I'm looking so cute, let me hit you 1, 2, now you're feeling the vibe. Anything you want, you know you got my love, it's just one call. You know you want it, I'll give you what you want, keep begging for more.
You know, people are asking for no freestyle.
That song is indeed fire.
No, that is fire.
Yeah, no, it make you really want to go out. You want to fit.
You know, when you hear fire, you know, that's like a little flame.
Yeah, it's not fire. It's fire.
No, not fire, good. Fire.
No, it does have a buzz. It have a buzz.
That's why it's on the buzz. Hello.
No, you
awesome.
know, I was looking through your social media feed, Allison, and I saw where you not only use the platform to promote your music and your shows and what's coming up, but you also use the platform, use the space to inspire with your motivational quotes. At what point did you actually get started to use the space to pour back into people?
It's something that, I kind of wanted to add to my social media just to give people something to start off with, to start the day, start the day with a little positivity, basically. I ain't trying to preach to nobody. I ain't trying to, to be, overbearing or try to, I just want to be able to add a little something, just a little positivity in the morning when you get up. And, because a lot of people wake up and check their phone. So it's good to be able to check because there's so much bad news. There's so much divisiveness. There's so much, there's so much things that are controversial. There's so much, oh God, the fight up and the fight down and all of this. So I wanted to be able to have something on my timeline that gives a little bit of positivity.
Right.
And so many times, and I have met up on people who follow me and they're like, Allison, I look forward to your motivational quotes on a morning, and that is why I do that, because it means something to some people out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all the people, but sometimes, it's something that somebody needed to hear at that point. And I am happy to be able, to do that and to help, because in this pandemic, mental health is super, super important.
Very.
It is something that, we're going to be feeling the repercussions and the effects of all of these lockdowns and with adults and kids. We're going to be feeling the repercussions of this for a few years to come, because it is something that I don't even, we've never experienced anything like this. So I know for sure that, there's a lot of people out there with mental health issues, with clinical depression, with, just trying to cope with what's happening at this point. So, if I can add a little light, put a little light out there in the world every morning, then that's what I'm going to do.
For the people who are under a rock and probably don't know, could you give them your social media handles, all of them, so that we can so let us know.
So all of my social media handles are under my name, Alison Hinds, and it's ALISONHINDS, because all you in Jamaica like to put HINES, eh?
Right. I tell them, they don't listen. They don't listen. I tell them.
It is HINDS.
Right.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and some of the I actually have a TikTok page. I just haven't done it. But I'm gonna do something with it. I promise. I'm gonna start to put stuff on it. Because I need to do some TikToks. So you can find, it's just Alison Hinds. On Facebook, I think it's Alison Hinds, Caribbean Queen.
Right.
And that's where, you can go and find and check and see what's going on with the Queen and when she's going to be in your neck of the woods and what's going on. And of course, to check for the release of Go Gal, because I am super excited about this track.
Tune bad.
Mm-hmm. No, the track is definitely fire for sure. Outside of Go Gal, are you promoting anything else, perhaps, a clothing line or anything that we can look forward to?
Well, I have a partnership with Caribbean Apparel, which is a company that is based in Boston. The owner is actually Haitian. And I have a partnership with them where I help to promote some of the stuff on the when people go to the site. So you go to Caribbean Apparel and you use my code, I have a code, it's Allison21, the number 21.
Right.
And if you use the code to buy anything on the Caribbean Apparel site, you get an instant discount. You understand? So you go to CaribbeanApparel.com, you purchase anything, the Unity jackets. The Unity jackets are awesome.
Right.
You can get the Unity jackets for any country. So it's not just Barbados. You get for Jamaica, you get for Trinidad, you get for Panama, you could get for any country at all. Whatever you purchase and you use the code Allison21, you will get a discount off of whatever you buy.
Well, we need to get a Unity jacket for Haiti right now.
Yes,
got it?
yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
paramount right now. We want to say once again prayers to our brothers and sisters in our Caribbean, which is Haiti. They've been going through a rough time. But
it's a tough time, especially for people all over the world. In closing though, Allison, any words of wisdom or inspiration that you would like to share with people in general? We saw in the Caribbean reports came out where Caribbean people were protesting, for example, making the vaccine mandatory. Like you mentioned, mental health is a serious issue. These lockdowns will have lasting effects, persons not being able to earn and that kind of thing. Any words of inspiration, and just drop some gems for us.
What I would say is, this is a very challenging time that we're in. I mean, we've been in challenging times, but this is seriously challenging right now. And we really have to look out for each other right now. This is that time to not just think about yourself, not just think about your family, because yes, we're all concerned for ourselves and for our families, but also to check on other people. Sometimes there are people in your neighborhood even, who just need a little company. Right. Just need a little positive word, just need, maybe a little assistance. And it might not be monetary assistance, you know what I'm saying? It might just be to a little emotional assistance and just a little chat, a little talk. Like the smallest thing that you can do can mean the absolute world to somebody, because you don't know fully what's happening with people. None of us, you might have an idea, but you don't really know what it is to walk in their shoes. You don't know what it is to live as they live day to day. So the smallest thing, just saying hi to somebody on the street, just helping somebody in some small way. Those small things go a very, very long way. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be that you buy a house for somebody or a car, or you pay for their groceries for the next month or whatever. If you can do that, fine, that's great. But those small things are the things that really make the difference to people, because in this kind of time, we need that. We absolutely need to be our brothers and our sisters keepers, for sure.
Well, Allison, not only did you drop a gem, you dropped the whole jewelry store, baby. So we want to say thank you, and thank you for making time out of your. It was
absolutely a pleasure. Go, gal.
Well, thank you so much for making time out of your very busy schedule to talk to us here, and only too happy to have you in studio next time when you come to Jamaica.
For sure. When
you come inside of the place, I go pack up a people and they will say, "Oh my God, Allison!" Give thanks and enough love and respect every time.
Thank you
Caribbean
so
love
much.
every time.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Alison Hinds, Soca Queen.
Soca! Tell you. Ready? Enough love, Allison. Enough love. Enough love. Play this, sound that the song them play too, but guess what?
Why I'm teasing the song? Play the song.
No, but we have the dance hall track. Give me like a piece of the song here, man. Big tune. Ready? sir. No. That song that you know, every time but we have to roll into something else right now. And what we need to roll into is the IRFM Dancehall Chart recap with DJ Brian and Courtney Mack.
This is the Guinness Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
I wonder is who really run that
Who
song
really
right
have the
now.
number one song?
All the youths them want.
Who run that
Do you really want to know? Coming in at number 10 for this week, 10 Tick, Roll Deep.
Number 9, The Yanni featuring Jada Kingdom, Feeling.
Number 8, Hostage, Alkaline.
Number 7, Spice, Shaggy, Pal, go down there.
Number 6, Shensia, Run Run.
Number 5, Chosen, Ritical.
Number 4, Governor, Chopper Chop.
Number 3, Intense, Yahoo Boys.
Number 2, Special, Massacre.
I wonder if they're ready.
Coming in at number 1, Law Lee. Number 1.
You know the artist Lolly. Me like him real bad.
My mouth, it can't slip. My face.
Big song, a big song. The Guinness Top 10 charts is where it happens. Only big songs make this chart.
Dancehall can't stand.
Dancehall, I mean everything.
Boy, I tell you, that's the dancehall recap there with Courtney Mack and, of course, DJ Brian.
DJ Brian. Well, we have some 2 minutes remaining, Bones. So a really big thank you to Alison Hinds and JaFrass, our music artist.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to everyone for making the EBUZZ possible. We want to say a special thanks to our producer. And of course, it says here Shamara Preston, but Jody K tonight.
Well, Jody K is our production assistant.
Girl,
she
your work
today. So thank you so much, Jody K, because she's texting, you know,
yeah, man, I know.
as well.
She's busy. And of course, we want to say a special thanks to our studio engineer, DJ Brian, our technical operator, DJ Lollipop, and of course, social media.
You meant DJ Kemar.
Oh, DJ Kemar. Sorry, sir. Didn't I call you?
DJ Kemar, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, we call him Spray Boss. So big up yourself, Spray Boss. And of course, social media specialist, Peter Broadba. So guess what? We're out of here for this beautiful Wednesday. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Mutabaruka is up next with the Cutting Edge.